Okay, is it gonna be a deck profile of TG control or
TG, it's control or you can swarm. It doesn't matter.
TG something?
Aggressive. It's aggressive TG.
okay? And
Spencer Fosner.
Okay. Do you have a YouTube account or
Yeah, I do. It's Greenbeards.
Green Dudes?
Greenbeards.
Oh,
Like
Green
multiple
Beard?
Greenbeards,
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you upload videos or you just sub to people?
I haven't actually uploaded in a long time, but I'm thinking about starting up again.
Well, I'll put a link down here.
Okay,
So,
cool.
everyone go check him out, and this is his deck profile.
Alright, so I'm playing TG Control or TG shit. I'm playing one Spirit Reaper just because it gives Samurais a really hard time. It's just a really good card right now. One Flameville Magician. This goes with the Flameville Fire Dogs that I play, which I play 3 of. It lets you go really easily into 8 stars, and Flameville Fire Dog goes really well with other cards that you'll see later in the deck. So basically, this just allows me to control the game more and really plus a lot off of the Flameville Fire Dogs and the Magician.
Is one Magician enough target?
I feel like it is. I end up drawing, when I played 2, I drew 2 in my hand a lot, and it's just such a bad card when you draw 2 because a 4-star tuner doesn't really help you, and it's so small. Plus, you can't Horn of the Phantom Beast.
Well, what do you do if you get it off in Synchro and then you get another Fire Dog? I mean, is it just a dead Fire Dog?
It's a 1900 beat stick that can become 27. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Alright, and then I'm playing 3 TG Cyber Magicians. This is where this deck really differs from the YCS topping deck. The reason why I play the Cyber Magicians is the ability to go with Rush Rhino into an automatic 5-star and have a Space Siphon off that's just too good not to play. Plus the ability to Dark Soul Search is pretty good. And I play 3 TG Strikers, just the Cyber Dragon and the way that they combo with the 3 TG Werewolf that I'm playing. Just it allows so many combos and really easy to just, if your opponent attacks or is attacking you and pressing at you, you just set it and you're able to search out either your Rush Rhinos or any of your other TG cards. So I'm playing basically 12 Dark Souls, which I think is pretty good. 12 Dark Souls is pretty good. So then,
the TG monsters have been called the New Age gadgets because they keep searching each other.
Yeah, and then especially when you've got a 2000 attack beat stick.
Yeah.
That beefs up with Horn of the Phantom Beast. It's pretty good. So then
I mean, he becomes a 28 with the Horn of the Phantom Beast, and you draw cards off it.
It's pretty good. And then I'm also playing King Tiger Wanus just because they're really a format wrecker right now. They stop Samurai really hard. They stop a lot of the plant decks and things like that.
I'm really glad you didn't draw that damn thing on me.
Yeah, it would have hurt you pretty bad. But against you, I was like 2 Fire Dogs and a Magician, and I was like, it was bad. But anyway, and plus he goes with Horn of the Phantom Beast, so it's always good. And then for spells, we've got 2 Space Typhoon because it's Space Typhoon. 1 Duality, because I do special a lot, but the Duality just adds so much consistency that, it's almost you can't play it. But 3 would be a little bit of overkill. I play 1 Dark Hole, Monster Born, and then Book of Moon, just because staples.
Book is broken.
Book's too good. And then I play, this is the one card that a lot of people have been giving me grief about. I play 1 Royal Oppression main deck. The reason why I play it main deck though is just because other decks are a lot more explosive than me. So like Samurai, Sabers, all these decks are more explosive than me, so I'm able to level the playing field a lot by playing an Impression.
I was gonna say, and you don't have to special summon. You can just sit there and control them and beat their face in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Horn of the Phantom Beast is about.
Yeah, exactly. So then I play 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, 1 Solemn Judgment. That's just staple traps. Then I play 2 Horn of the Phantom Beast. This is really one of the key cards in the deck.
Why don't you play 3?
I don't play 3 because it clogs really hard. So, for example, my targets are Wangu, Rush Rhinos, Werewolves, Flameville Fire Dogs. I mean, those are all my targets, but then at the same time, I still run all these monsters that are targets, and all my synchros are not targets either. So playing 3, I seem to get clogged with it a lot. I think my favorite play I ever do is summon the Werewolf. They always think, why do you summon the Werewolf in attack? You have this set, and then you go 2,000 in the damage, and then you just draw a card. It's too good. So Horn is definitely one of those cards that made me build the deck, because without Horn, I wouldn't be playing this deck today. But it's good. So Horn, 2 Horns. I play 2 Solemn Warnings because Solemn Warning. I played 2 TGX3DX2s. They're basically a pot of avarice for TG only monsters. Put 3 TGs back, draw 2. It recycles your synchros and it's too good. I played 3 Deep Prisons main because Deep Prisons is format wrecking. And then the one card that really is winning with this deck for sure is this TGM1. It's a creature swap and it's chainable.
Yeah.
So I've got this set and I've got a Werewolf in attack position. I mean, you could go off, you could do all your stuff, go into your Stardust or whatever, and then when you declare an attack, I just creature swap you.
Yeah, take their monster and... Now, does this... See, this is not only a creature swap, but you select both monsters.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't give you a fucking token.
Yeah, exactly. So
I always hate creature swap because of that, because whenever you do it, they double a sword and give you a fucking dead samurai, and you're like, oh, well, that was a great waste of cards.
Yeah, and the greatest thing off of the play, too, is, yeah, it's a -1 to switch the monsters, but your monster...
when it dies, you just get a new one.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my main deck, and then for my side deck, I'm playing one Dust Tornado, just in case I play against decks like yours. Debunk against Sabers. A third Horned Phantom Beast in case I play against decks that play weenie monsters. I can climb them better. 3 Cyber Dragons against any machine type decks. Spirit Reaper against Samurais. 7 Tools against Trap Heavies decks. Consecrated and 2 Noblemans. They go against Gravekeeper. Massacre Strict against any high tribute deck, and then 2 Kinetics, which also go in against Samurai and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think is your worst matchup?
See, that's tough. I feel like my worst matchup is a lot of really hard anti-meta decks. So obviously Gadgets were a tough matchup for me today. I sometimes have trouble.
Well, obviously it was the only deck you lost to.
Yeah, I have some trouble with Hero Beat sometimes, but not too much. Hero Beat can hurt me. Any of those really like stunny decks hurt me a little bit. But the good thing is that Horn allows me to actually fight against those. And then finally my extra deck, I have Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon for the side. 2 TG Wonder Magicians, Magical Android, Cataster, a Gaia Knight, Brio, Stardust, or Black Rose, 2 Stardust, Thought Ruler, Colossal, and then I have an Armory Arm. I want to play a Trishula in here, but I just decided against it today. And then the one thing that this extra deck's missing is it's a TG Power Gladiator, and he's amazing against Spirit Reaper. You just sit there and you hit for 21 each turn, which is pretty good. So I played it in the tournament today, but I was borrowing it from my friends. So
do Samurai give you a tough time?
I really don't have that much trouble with Samurai, just because I'm able to auto 5-star, and I can auto 5-star into anything I need to go against them. And the nice thing too is this Wonder Magician. She's also a tuner. So when you synchro into her, you get to blow up a back row, and then hopefully you don't get Malagamet or whatever. And then you can go into an 8-star really easy with that too. So you can go 8-star, you can go like anything. So Samurais can hurt, but after the side, I feel like I've got a great match against Samurais, and they're not too much of a problem. So that's my deck.
Looks like a good deck.
Thanks, man.
Wish you luck in the future.
Thanks.
We end this with Fag.